course, I'm thankful for my wife, thankful for my family. I'm thankful for everything God has done in my life this year. As far as CHH go, I'm thankful for you guys. I thank you for the comments, the likes, the shares, your engagement. It really does mean a lot for me. But what about y'all, man? I want to hear it in the comments. What was something that you're thankful for when it comes to Christian hip hop?
We're gonna have this conversation right now. King, legend, talk. Legend. King, legend, talk. Talk. King, legend, talk. Legend. King, legend, talk. You are now tuned in to King Legend Talks.
What up, everybody? This is your boy King Legend 757. You're now tapped in with another episode of King Legend Talks. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So I decided that today what I was going to do is decide to make a video just giving thanks to Christian hip hop, and go over some of the things that, I went through this year as a podcast host, and some of the things I'm really thankful for that happened in 2024 so far. I met a lot of people this year in person. So the podcast went from being completely on IG Live, doing those interviews just on the iHeartRadio platform and everything like that, to navigating new spaces, going out, hitting the road, going to festivals. We hit 2 festivals this year so far. We did the Heroes Festival in Columbia, Virginia. We also did the Domination Festival in Richmond, Virginia. So both of those were pretty dope. I met a lot of wonderful artists there. Did a lot of in-person interviews. Actually, we did 3 festivals this year. We also did the Juneteenth Festival in Virginia Beach. So we did 3 festivals this year. God has just been amazing. He's continuing to bless the platform. We had some amazing guests, like I said, on the platform this year in person. I had the opportunity of interviewing Scooty Wop, Baruch, D1, Stevie Rizzo, Reese Lachey, Mike Teasy. I got to see him in person at one of the events. It's not my first time meeting Mike. He's also been on the platform before, but it was good to see him again in person as well. And then Dante from Hog Mob, we got to talk to him in person, chop it up with him. Real genuine brother. Um, just kind of speaking on those individuals, man, just real briefly. Scooty Wop, meet him in person. Already know his music was fire. Energy on stage was incredible. I love what he does for the CHH community. He's super humble, super quiet. He's not really big on trying to make a scene. Super to himself, and really, um, he's a thinker. That's one of the things I noticed about him when I met him in person. Like, he really is thinking before he moves. He's not being reckless, and he really is just super humble with the amount of talent that he actually has. So I will say that about Scooty Wop. Baruch, that's my dog. A1 Day One. I can get on the phone with him and we can chop it up about spiritual warfare, or just life in general. That's my brother. So yeah, Baruch, always gonna be love with him. Seeing him in person, got to get him on the podcast and in person as well. Yeah, that's the road dog right there. D1. D1 was cool. What I will say about D1 is the way he performs. Um, he gives it 110%. Like, on stage, he is not playing no games. He's giving it his all every performance. That is consistent with him. So musically speaking, I definitely rock with D1 when it comes to how he carries himself as an artist on stage. I did have the opportunity to interview him after the performance. That was pretty cool as well. I love what he's doing for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, really putting it out there. Like, the industry is toxic, and a lot of people ain't really saying that in the secular realm. So it's good that D1 is being a voice, helping other people to understand what there's a spirit behind the music. It's not just words. So I think he's done a good job for that. I would consider him an activist in that field. Um, Reese Lachey, it's like my sis. She's super dope. I had her on the podcast before. Meeting her in person, my first impression was she taller in person than I would have imagined. But yeah, she was super cool, super dope. Just humble. You know what I'm saying? Like another one of those individuals. She think before she act. She's not reckless, and she really is focused on the heart of God, and she goes through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And she puts it all in a song in her music. That's her thing. So real and relatable music. That's what she's about, and also she really is seeking the heart of God. So I rock with her because of that as well. Stevie Rizzo, love that brother right there, man. Had him on a podcast, got to interview him in person as well. Stevie was, you know, he's like the student. He's a student of music, and what I mean by that is he's gonna be tapping in, trying to learn as much as possible to perfect his craft, and he delivers when he gets on stage. And so yeah, Stevie Rizzo, definitely rock with him. Everybody know that that boy can sing. You hear me? He can sing. But he really does have a heart for the Lord as well. So I always will appreciate that about him. And he real. You know what I'm saying? Like when we chop it up, just real. Ain't all the way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Same way he is on stage, he is off stage, on camera, off camera, same person. You know, and I can rock with that. I did have the opportunity of meeting Tadashi this year as well. Tadashi, super cool, humble individual. Um, Definitely get him on a podcast. That's in the works as well. I didn't get to speak with Tadashi as much as I wanted to. I chopped it up with him for maybe about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes after the show. It was super late. I had been interviewing people the whole festival. And by the time he performed, and it was late, it was super late. So we really didn't chop it up that much. But um, we did set up, you know, a conversation to have an interview. So I'll say that much. So that's in the works right now. Um, and I think that was everybody, man. Oh, Dante for Hagamob. Wait a minute. We hit 4 festivals this year. Yeah, cause we did like a community event with my boy Kenny Knoxville. So on the 4th festival, it was with Dante from Hog Mob. They came out here. That was in Newport News, Virginia. We did that one. Um, Super fire interview with him. Just a authentic brother, man. We talked the whole event. The whole event. Me and him was just talking about everything, man. Music, ministry, the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like he one of those real ones. You can really relate when you talk to him. And I just never forget that when he was out there, you know, right before the festival really took off, him and a couple guys hopped in the back of a pickup truck and they went out to the streets trying to get people to pull up to the festival, man. Like for real, like to the hood or whatever the case may be. They went out to get people to get them to come back to the festival. Um, and you don't see people do that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for those guys. The ones that go to the prison system. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about the people that's incarcerated and really give them the gospel because they need it too. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really got a lot of respect for those guys, man. And they get a lot of judgment from people that won't even go places they're willing to go. So my heart definitely goes out to them as they continue to do this thing called ministry. What else am I thankful for when it comes to Christian hip hop? That's the podcast. I'm also thankful for Jackie Hill Perry. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, yo. She lit a fuse earlier this year, man. She had made a statement, something along the lines where um, she said something like,
I don't think there's a lot of lyricism in Christian hip hop.
the whole Christian hip hop community responded back with tracks and records and songs, and it was crazy, man. And Jay Monty, he dropped that one track that had, it was like,
Shout out to Bizzle, that's a lyrical mathematician. He mastered the pen and pad. He'll slash a tendon if you skip a class. Thailand to make you throw the tile in. She really rap. And Batch been swinging for the fences since the Similac.
yeah, he was showing love to everybody, you know what I'm saying, in the track. But I think that was a hard track that he came out with. I wouldn't have been able to heard it unless she said what she said. So I gotta thank her for that, because a lot of people really did try to flex their ability to show their talent, I should say, because of that. So that was super dope. What else happened this year that I'm thankful for? Oh, of course, the Living Water Festival. I'm thankful for that. My first ever event. I was able to throw it in October. It was a huge success. 10 people gave their life to Christ. I mean, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for all the people that came to support. Super thankful for the commission. They came out from Baltimore, show love, and we turned that building up. You feel me? We turned it up in Jesus' name, and everybody asking for a part 2. So we're gonna see what's happening with that as well. So thankful for that. Of course, I'm thankful for my wife. Thankful for my family. I'm thankful for everything God has done in my life this year. As far as CHH go, I'm thankful for you guys. The podcast did really well this year. Even the YouTube channel. It's just consistency and grind, man. So I thank you for the comments, the likes, the shares, your engagement. It really does mean a lot for me. But what about y'all, man? I want to hear it in the comments. What was something that you're thankful for when it comes to Christian hip hop this year? Leave a comment, drop a like on the video, and hit the subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching another episode of King Legend Talks, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We out.
What's going on, fam? Jesse Speaks here. I put together one of the most comprehensive reaction video courses on the planet with 44 lessons and 4.5 hours of non-stop social media information. I want to help you grow your following and go viral more consistently. And if you feel the call on your life to become a Christian social media influencer, I want to help you. And you can find a link to the course in the description below. Let's spread the gospel message of Jesus Christ to the world.